Pastor decides to sue lottery winner after she donates $700,000. Perhaps things would have turned out differently if she had kept everything hidden. God led me to them, he said sweetly as he smiled at her. She had no idea the secrets that lay beneath his wolf-like grin. Sometimes the people we think are the most deserving sadly turn out to be nothing like we expected. 26-year-old Marie Holmes was a struggling single mother of 4 when she won the North Carolina Powerball lottery, which was worth a whopping $564 million. But this isn't the story you'd expect from a lottery winner. Holmes worked tirelessly to provide for her 4 children. She worked at McDonald's and Walmart, doing whatever it took to provide for them. But life wasn't done with her yet. When one of her children had been diagnosed with cerebral palsy, it was one of the most difficult situations Holmes had ever faced. Because of the diagnosis, she was unable to work in order to care for him. She was in crisis until a miraculous turn of events occurred. Marie had thought she had it bad before, but she was now in a financial and emotional bind. She sobbed, wishing she had never won the lottery in the first place. When Holmes found out she had won the lottery, she was ecstatic and overwhelmed with gratitude. She couldn't believe her good fortune. But neither could everyone else. When Holmes won, the North Carolina Powerball jackpot stood at $564 million. However, because 2 other people had winning tickets, Holmes won $188 million instead and had to go through a lengthy process to claim her prize. Unfortunately, was the beginning of a downward spiral. As a devout churchgoer, Holmes accepted her luck with grace and immediately pledged to donate 10% of her earnings to her church. Her life appeared to be going well, but something was stirring behind the scenes. Holmes sold her trailer and purchased a $350,000 home in a wealthy neighborhood. She also set up college savings accounts for her children. She appeared to have the right people all around her to help her make correct decisions, until a terrible headline shattered her public image. Sometimes the person who everyone thought deserved it the most is the one who everyone turns on. The local press quickly learned about Holmes' boyfriend, whom she repeatedly bailed out of jail with her winnings. There are rumors that she paid $21 million to get me out of jail, but that's not true. McDowell, her boyfriend, stated that it was only 10%. Holmes was madly in love with McDowell, whom she supported financially. She even bought him a $15,000 Rolex and spent millions of dollars bailing him out of jail. Holmes had a good heart, but she lacked financial counsel. Instead, she sought guidance from the church and kept her promise to donate to her place of worship. That is how she met him. Perhaps if she had kept her charitable contributions hidden, no one could have taken advantage of her generous heart. Holmes first met Pastor Kevin Matthews at Pleasant Hill Missionary Baptist Church, where she was a member. They met after she won the lottery and had an instant connection. God led him to them, the pastor claimed. She trusted him and invited him to her home for ministerial services and to assist her boyfriend, McDowell, in making better life decisions. It wasn't long before Pastor Matthews approached Holmes and asked for $1.5 million to help him build a retreat. Holmes had agreed verbally to be polite but never actually signed anything. But, as far as the pastor was concerned, he had just struck a once-in-a-lifetime deal. Pastor Matthews expected to be compensated by Holmes, but instead of waiting to put anything in writing, he moved ahead and spent his own money to build the retreat. Holmes promptly denied having a written agreement with Pastor Matthews when she learned of his deeds, which caused him to act in an inconceivable manner. Pastor Matthews went public with his intention to sue Ms. Holmes for $10 million for breaching their agreement. However, because nothing was documented, he didn't really have much of a case against her at all. But what he was doing was just about enough to taint her reputation, at least until the story went viral. Online warriors jumped on his case quickly, expressing their outrage at his greedy behavior. People rushed to Holmes' defense, questioning how he could go after a devout churchgoer, especially since she had already donated $700,000 to the church. The case never took off, and it appeared that the pastor was only interested in vilifying Holmes. However, his plan backfired, and Holmes was able to keep her word and maintain her integrity. She has even established a foundation to help underprivileged children and struggling families.